Okay. Everything broke. I had to reset everything. Perhaps we are now back to being functional. Thank you for playing Doom the Dark Ages. If you experience any instability at launch while playing, refer to our troubleshooting guide for assistance and steps on how to address release driver capacity and compatibility information. Here's our troubleshooting guide. And we're aware of intermittent incompatibilities with some recording software such as OBS. No, I do not need an Xbox Pass. Please tell me that was not the sound of me disconnecting. Okay. Here's our troubleshooting guide, and here's our FAQ at the Slayers Club of both Bethesda.net. We're aware of intermittent incompatibilities with some recording software such as OBS and overlay utilities. Refer to the troubleshooting guide for more details. Play the game, please. We look at all those warnings in different languages for photosensitivity. Loading. 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 We are loading. We are loading. We are loading. It's the long ass load time. Loading. 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 View your EULA. View the TOS. View the privacy policy. View the code of conduct. Why do I need these things for a single player game? I'm not going to touch that just yet. Hey, it's supposed to medium. Unlock the Doomslayer skin in-game when you opt in to Bethesda email communications. Probably don't have it accessible to these things since you just literally logged in the game the first time, but okay. Aspiring Slayer. Hurt me plenty. Ultra Violence. Nightmare. Pandemonium. Ultra Nightmare. So, Ultra Violence is your standard. Ultra Nightmare. Same as Nightmare, but if you ever die, your campaign run is lost. One death, only saves on completion, only life sigils heal you, extremely aggressive. Same level of challenge as Nightmare. Use this to restart the current chapter. If you run out of sigils and die, your campaign run is lost. So the highest you could possibly go, save for your save getting fucked with, is Nightmare. You can change the game's difficulty at any time from the pause menu, as well as adjusting any custom settings and how much damage you take and how aggressive enemies are in combat. Dark Ages supports a variety of different modifiers. Combat assistant modifiers will be enabled by default in certain difficulties, being changed at any time. Enhanced targeting being off by default. Empowered attacks being off by default. Do I want combat assistance? No. That's fine. Truly, the end of worlds. Even pauses when you tap out.
In the age of fire and ruin, when the agent of hell first set foot upon the Argent Denor, another came, an outsider, his path to the world carved in blood, for the demons could not escape his wrath. The Night Sentinels, desperate and broken, saw in him a weapon. Their gods, ever watchful, saw something more. They bestowed upon him a strength of beyond mortal flesh, speed built beyond thought, a gift, now tethered to their will. Kalim, planet of Argent.
We will not leave here until the heart of Argent is found. It is close.
The Horde will tear this village to pieces, but our time is running out. Soon, the humans will summon him.
King Novi, We found their entry point. It doesn't make sense, sir.
The barrier is still holding, but our scans show that 3 portals were opened from inside the village.
The demons couldn't get past the barrier, so their followers are letting them in. Thira.
The transports. How much time?
Get me the new bishop. Valen's armored division is still an hour away.
We could try and launch the Outlands.
There is no time. Bishop Creed. We need him.
The Creed Maker shipped. Stationed above Liam.
Commander. Thira, this temple must remain guarded.
The village of Colleen is a mining settlement. If it falls, everything will be destroyed, including your Sentinel energy reserves.
Launch the Slayer.
Total purification targeted for the village of Kaleem. Launching Slayer in 3, 2, 1. Release.
It's completely emotionless. Lord have mercy, it's a completely emotionless. Is that the best you guys can do for an opening sequence? Gay! Ah, I see. We have the standard screen at the bottom there. Is there any way that I can affect that? Yes. Basically. I'm gonna give the normal avatar a chance, and if it sucks, I'm changing it to the classic. Hello. It's been a while since Metroid Prime.
Impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
It was trying to give me a prompt and I ran past whatever it is it was trying to tell me about. Hold F trigger to block incoming frontal attacks with your shield. Blocking it too many times will disable your shield for a short time. Uh-huh.
It's literally a hallway. Arsenal, codex entries, toys, encounters, gold, sigils, rubies, sentinel shrines, shield runes, slayer key, weapon skins, wraith stones. Why are you throwing all this at me right now? And why are you telling me how many secrets exist in the level instead of letting me find them naturally? Well, using this... Oh, I figured that out already. When using shield block, you can lock onto a target. When you have the target active, you can use the shield charge. It can use to travel great distances and deals damage on impact. Wall scramble. Can't do it without a target. Automatic wall climb. Armor for if I had gotten hit. Environmental shield charge. Executions. When a demon takes enough damage, they'll be dazed. Press R trigger click R3 near them to execute them. Yep. And to think, niggas let the Act Man lie and say that that was supposed to be the removal. I can't believe. Kappa. Fucking Kappa, 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 Kappa. Why do you need me to say wee wee sauce? I'm going to say it with the flattest amount of energy until you tell me exactly why you need me to say it. Simple enough. Potions? Question mark? What are those for? High ground.
The Slayer is dangerous. Keep your distance.
Of course I'm dangerous. I'm 2 tons of fun and bullshit.
Ensign, you have a lock on the Slayer's location?
looking in the field.
Confirmed. Weapon drop incoming in 3, 2, 1.
Uh-huh. Forced arena. Power gauntlet. Now we're punching with real power. Click R3 to perform a melee attack with your power gauntlet and consume a charge. You can soar up to 3 charges, allowing for damaging melee combos. Striking a demon with your melee combo will drop ammo for all your weapons. Welcome back, Chainsaw. We missed you. It's just a funny combination of words. That doesn't make sense. If somebody comes into your store and asks you, say a specific phrase with absolutely no monetary benefit or value, and they don't tell you the reasons why they want you to do it, that sounds like a scam to me. Stale cheese. 727. Hello, Buster. The Power Gauntlet charges regenerate ammo over time, or by finding melee ammo in the world. Demons hit by the Power Gauntlet can falter, which creates an opening opportunity for additional combo attacks and damage. So, when they falter, it helps them be executed, and it can put them in a state of falter. Well, they gave me ammunition, I might as well use it. Form a 3-hit melee combo with your Power Gauntlet by pressing it 3 times rapidly. You need all 3 melee charges to perform the combo. Nearby pickups will refill your charges. Okay. At least you gave me the opportunity to do it. Yeah, that feels normal. A lot of things to hit somebody without the hookway, though. You shot me in my back. You're gonna pay for that. Never mind, I guess I'm gonna open a door as I charge past you randomly. And it's different than that because it has a color. What is this? Why can't I pick it up? Why does my controller keep pushing me and turning me in a random direction? Life Sigil. If you are killed in combat, a life sigil can be consumed to revive you and refill your health. If you run out of sigils and die, you start from your next checkpoint. There is a limit to how many life sigils you can hold. Armor. Uh-huh. So anything that's darkened out is out of play. Yep, that's Metroid Prime if I've ever fucking played it. Point of no return markers look like this. Once you pass to a point of no return, you cannot go back. That's what I thought.
It's no scam. Well, I mean, the moment's passed. When I can think of a funny place to say it. $3. Well, Ben did the bare minimum. He did pay for it. Wee sauce. No direction means you get whatever I come up off the top of my head. Enjoy it. Tried playing Doom in 2016 and came to the sad conclusion that those games are just too fast for me. I was also shocked to learn about what the Fox Lady creator unfortunate situation happened. Like, what the fuck? That's why I don't use Reddit very often. Those are the people who are trying to antagonize me. When it happened to me in the Affliction League, and those players were just retarded and didn't actually understand what the fuck I was saying and doing, that's why I was so annoyed at the situation. They have no ability to take accountability for the shit they were doing, and they're more than happy to jump on to some dumbass retarded bullshit that doesn't require people's attention or time. It's really retarded stuff. As for the speed of a Doom game, there's actually settings that allow you to change around the speed of the game speed, specifically to ale with that exact point. To me, it's very obvious that Doom 2016 was designed to be a return to format for Doom 1 through 3, as well as all the forms of Doom 2 mods that exist out there in the world. Doom Eternal attempted to change the formula by adding tools that allowed you to keep up the momentum of your gameplay at the risk of throwing off the core element of what made Doom what it is. As was the day that I saw it when we saw the announcement, as I predicted, as has been the point of people attempting to lie about the state of things like glory kills. Thanks, Actman. And the general nature of the sword and board block parry tactic system. Doom the Dark Ages is meant to be much slower, much more methodical. So, it's Metroid Prime, with a Doom skin. You can speed it up, you can slow it down, you can make it more aggressive, you can make it more attributable. Here, right here. So, you can change it in however way you want. This was the scream that I called out when I saw it during the live, that I was like, this is the fusion of you control the buttons you press and an accessibility mode window. They just call it something different, which in this case, it's combat assistance and game modifiers. But you see, there's a difference between, oh, I'm gonna make it easy for myself, and hurt me plenty, put it in my asshole! This is the best of both worlds between the normal player, the accessibility features, real accessibility features. Features that actually do the thing you're asking for, like turning down the game speed to half, or doubling it. Or, well, not doubling it, but 1.5ing it. These are the tools that were specifically designed for the exact thing you just asked for, Bolster. Like, this is what real accessibility is supposed to be. But it's never accessibility. It's always cheat windows. So now, we can finally see how it's meant to be done. It's steps. Plus, the nature of removing the lock-in animation means that you're no longer being fucked by something that would happen by removing your ability to be actively aware of what's happening in combat. It's not like they removed the cinematic ones. It's just now only specifically tailored to elite enemies that specifically have it. Something that I actually had to spoil myself on to disprove how bad that lie from the Actman was. Because he actively lied when he said that. As you clearly saw from me just demonstrating you on the tutorial the game gave me about the Power Glove. There will be an animation that plays when it has a specific upgrade for you to take from an enemy that gives you some type of boost. But it just will execute enemy instead of giving you even a 1.5 second cutscene every time you execute somebody through a glory kill. And it's not like there are no customized forms of glory kills. Of course there is. There's ones for the gloves, there's ones for the shields, there's one for the combos, there's probably going to be some for the guns. We saw them, and I documented them as a part of that video that I posted of exactly what they looked like in combat. So, you didn't want to super chat because I knew that it takes half. It takes none. It's PayPal that takes a little bit, but it's not much. It's like 95%. It's like 95.5. PayPal takes like 5%. And I get the rest. Hi, Cassie. So, yeah. For your ability to play at whatever speed rate you want, it is quite literally at your own perspective. You can play it as quickly as you want, you can play it as slow as you want, you can play it as fast as you want. There are going to be some people who play it at certain speeds slower than I will. I'm starting out on normal speed, and I'm going to try to up it to 150, because this is the closest my brain gets to something computable to Dance Dance Revolution. But it's early in the fucking morning, and I don't want to put on my socks and bend my knees like that. So instead, I'm doing mental DDR. And at least you can use the Dark Ages as a jumping in point to go backwards. Because if you can play the Dark Ages, you'll easily be able to master Doom Eternal and Doom. Because they were designed to be faster, and this, giving you the ability to ratchet yourself up to that speed, will give you better control over the bullshit that exists in those two games. Granted, I put caveat, I have never played them personally myself. I own Doom 2016, but I never could get it to run on my old computer. I have yet to pick it up to do it on here. But if you think of it like a character action game, it is the Metroid Primes of the shooters. So, there's that. As for funding topics, of course you can fund a topic. Just know that I'm going to get to it in a specific amount of time. Ow. Because for the Stop Killing Games thing, for Ross Scott, and thus the subsequent drama created by Pirate Software, 10 months back and currently recent, as people have decided to do things, words stronger than be autistic spurgs and be idiots, getting mad in his Twitch chat, giving him good press over something that he certifiably definitely had a hand in trying to dissuade people's opinions to get into, to put their will behind Stop Killing Games because he is making a game that is a life service sim. Yeah, I can definitely get into that. I was planning to get into that once I did my research on it. I haven't done my research on it, so I haven't gotten into it. But come this Sunday, when we do the next Yappin', it will definitely be something that I'm going to launch into the research phase for. Because now that Callum is editing for me again, I can be able to be a lot more capable of pivoting on things. So, we'll see what happens. But, by all means, choose to fund it however you want, Boster. By the end of this week, I will get through the SGF catch-up. Come hell or high water. Yesterday, or rather, yesterday, I needed to take my mother to the hospital for her surgery. And people who saw those live tweets, it was an experience. In fact, people who were here earlier before the stream fucking crashed as I was resetting the drivers so I could update and play the game. You got a taste of exactly my level of exhaustion. But, you know, if I'm not smiling, I'm crying. Bleh. Whee! Realistically, the important thing that you have to remember when it comes to a game that is meant to be fast-paced like this is that you've got three types of enemies. You've got your shooters, you've got your meleeers, which is usually the trash, I'm on fire! And then you've got your elites. There you go. So, the game is now screaming at me, if you're wounded, health orbs will drop on death on enemies. Be aggressive to stay alive. The game, unlike other ones, does not reward you for playing like Dark Side Phil. Can't stand back. You have to play mid-range, short-range in this game. Now, in most games that are isometric or third-person, there's a little element to understanding the chaos that you have to go through by being able to recognize your targets and then deal with target acquisition thusly. This is what the shield charge is for. However, in the chaos of combat, even if you're moving at normal speed, it obviously feels like it's still too fast. Even my eye still has to fucking recognize. Yeah, my mom is okay, Cassie. Thank you for your concern. So, in order to truly understand first-person shooters that are designed not on rails, but as a open field of view combat experience. Boo-doo-boo-doo. Thank you for the 15. You have to be able to recognize what target is dangerous. Now, what I can recognize is that some enemies' attack fire does not hone in on the target. Attack fire does. So the shield is meant to be your way to sword and board your way through it. So that means you find the enemies that are dangerous and you deal with them. As such, normal enemies like this you learn to deal with them through any means that doesn't cost you a lot of power. So, getting on top of the passive enemies that I can be able to melee, finding the big target, and dealing with him, while trying to understand the different enemy types that exist, since this is my first time playing, is your operant goal. The way you have to think about it is you have to think about it as a binary. Your health pool is either less than 1, or it's 0 and you're dead. So, when dealing with enemies, you have to learn how to move the battlefield. Now, the way that they wanted to do it in this game, they want your ability to move the battlefield to enable you to have the ability to understand how you're attacking
The main
enemies.
gate is under lockdown. There's a key in the nearby church. Route in the location.
So, in this scenario, I started with full health and full shields. I end the scenario with 5 points above half-life, which is 55. In this game, much like it was in Doom Eternal, Your shield charge is meant to be your grapple hook that pulls you towards the next encounter. But really what it is it's your tool to isolate the target so you can be able to kill them. You find the enemies that are dealing projectile damage, and you remove the damage that hones in on you versus the projectile damage you can move around with. Then, with smart jumping and spacing, since they obviously give you a fucking rocket jump that catapults you from a standing position, as such, with a little bit of Quake knowledge, you use this element of jumping to be able to control your ability to control your vertical and your horizontal. If you're always moving in the horizontal plane, you never work in the XYZ axis, then you can always be able to be hit. Now you have to think in multiplayer terms. It is easier for me to avoid an enemy jumping like this and doing something like this than me doing something like this. So, consider the planes of combat, consider your battlefield, and consider what movement you can use to be able to close the distance. Then, for now, I only have one weapon, that's the shotgun. Gotta get up close to medium distance to use that. Thanks, Yassie. Then, by using that, you use that pressure to then create space for yourself and others. So, you use the capacity of your shotgun to cover your midfield. You use the shield charge and you use the shield block to be able to create space so that you can then get on top of the next target. Obviously, if you block too many shots, it's going to disable your shield, which then takes away not just your defensive capability, but also your mobility. So from there, Boster, it's all about recognizing the danger before it happens and neutralizing the target. So let's see what that looks like if I was to go back from checkpoint. And there's that wonderful form of creative shielding that they tried to lie desperately about. Oh, it also appears that the punch itself basically rockets you forward towards the enemy. So that's nice. Green Hell Surge projectiles can be paired with a well-timed shield block. Pairing recharges your melee strikes faster. Very cute. However, I did not want to go down. I wanted to go back up. Yeah, because I wanted to go right there.
Blue key required.
So, in this instance, for this horde, there are a bunch of weak enemies, and there are 3 strong enemies. 1 that spawns with the pack, and then 2 that spawn in the wall. I want to get on top of him. He's the worst target. Safely. I could probably do it like 100,000 times, but the idea is find the target that's most dangerous, eliminate that target if it is possible to one-tap them. If it's not possible to one-tap them, move through the field and clear out targets until you're given the opportunity in which to counter them. Think of it like this. You're not trying to rush yourself to play the game. You're looking for opportunities that the game naturally provides you. And then you get used to your mind recognizing the opportunity and you seize them. Carpe diem, baby! I love automatic climbing. Block LT right before being hit by a green Hell Surge projectile to deflect it towards your attacker. Parrying attacks recharge melee strikes faster. And then, of course, if you have a game like this that allows you to start comboing things together easier than normal, without it having to be asymptomatic gameplay, you can really just start customizing the verticality of how aggressive your combos become. In a character action game like Devil May Cry, you would expect that in the form of being able to use things like Royal Guard or some type of dodge mechanic to be able to change the tempo and then counterattack the enemy so that you're attacking on your timer and your tempo rather than the enemy's tempo. So, I think you were here when I was playing my playstyle inside of my guide that I did for the 3 weapons I chose to cover for Monster Hunter Wilds. It's basically the entire system around the Greatsword. So, if I even have that thing still there, if I don't, I can just redraw it on the screen. The way you basically imagine it is the way that you would deal with any kind of system that has a offset or counter system. Well, good. It's even still on that drawing, too. I'm out. And it just looks like this. As a design, it looks like this. You want to layer your attack in a way where when you strike the enemy, your attack overrides the enemy's attack so that you can then combo your attack on top of it. This is just basic fighting game terms. Being +1, +2, +3, plus nth on block. Using that setup to give yourself time to then attack the enemy harder. Simply, what's easier? Punching a person in the face while they're trying to punch you? Or punching a person in the face after you've broken their arm, after you caught their punch, so that you can then kick them in the balls? Glory Strikes. Once dazed, enemies are vulnerable to Glory Strikes. They can disable attacks or even weaken enemies, but they will not kill them. Glory Strikes can drop health. Whee! There's just the general fact that at this stage of the game, you're not really going to be seeing a lot of, like, serious integral danger. Not really.
The cultists are traitors.
He's at ground zero. He located.
Wee. So now I should be allowed to backtrack, yeah? Am I stupid? Or do I have to scramble to get back up? No, I think I go out the other door. Auto map. Such a lame fucking way to make a secret.
I remember when games had real secrets.
You are not Hexen. You will never be Hexen.
You aren't even blood! I don't know. It seems like they're trying a little bit too hard to make Doom's setting too serious. I mean, the nature of the problem with the Doom universe when it comes to making something, quote, too serious depends on what Redditor wrote the opinion. I'm not calling you a Redditor. I'm saying the nature of, wow, this is epic, a golden page, oh, awesome sauce!
Will collapse.
You know, last time I ever heard somebody use the word awesome sauce? Except me in this moment right now? Sarcastically? It feels like, to me, the nature... Oh, you have a shield. No, you don't. It feels like, to me, the nature of the game centers itself around the idea of your particular type of momentum being controlled by melee combat. So, right now, they want you to try to think about these punches and using them appropriately. Which is debatable, as, like, interesting. But it's a new game, so I'm gonna play the game the way that the game is speaking to me. Oh, that's another big one. Sometimes, when you're playing a new type of game, you have to feel it. You know? You gotta... Dante Bosco, work your way through me. You gotta treat the game like a woman. You gotta listen to it. Feel it purr. If it nags... Just do whatever it is that it's asking you to do. You hold her. You treat her. It'll never leave her. Then when you start that fucking engine, when you treat that game like a car, as you treat that car like a woman, it'll run like a well-oiled engine. I'm talking about that upper lift out of Sinners. You hear me? Fail moon. Look at this Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 ass fucking secret. I do notice, however, the game does try to throw my camera in the direction of an enemy. So that definitely helps with the ability to see what I'm doing. Obtain the secret key for access. You need keys. You have to get keys to open the door. Remember keys? Remember when you had the keys to open secrets in the level? You remember? I remember.
really feels like armor is not a commodity in this game that is going to be very useful. Not at all. Not at all. I have to jump to it. Am I ever going to learn what these bottles are? Is this bottle health? Whoop! I did not pay attention. I was moving too fast. It also appears the game slows itself down when you get a parry, so it gives you more speed to be able to react to this. Ironically enough, there's a game that I play frequently, sometimes on camera, called Mortal Sin. It plays the exact same as this. I acquired a weapon skin. It's in my dossier. Where's my dossier? I have to purchase upgrades at shrines. Oh my god. Nightmare. And it's just a fucking red tent! Scam. What a scam. Womp. All that for some fucking armor I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose in a few seconds anyways. It gives you the feeling of real combat, but not really real combat. And that must be my secret key. And another secret. Again, I ask you, why did you give me a map to point all this shit out to me? It is health. Why did you give me a map to point all this shit out to me and not let me be able to explore and find it on my own? Like a real Metroid Prime game! Oh, look, another tool. The Shredder! Rail Spike Shredder. The Shredder is a full-auto weapon that launches a barrage of barbed spikes at the enemies. It is equally effective from close to long range, so long as you can stay on target. Hold RB to activate your weapon wheel to choose from all your weapons. Press RB to swap to your previous weapon. Now we're on real Ratchet & Clank gaming, boys! And there's a perfect example of what it looks like when you quickly eliminate an enemy. Machine gun. Down the cliff. Another toy. I didn't block. Kappa. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
hell gates closed. The village is...
That wasn't all hell gates. There was another fucking hell gate on the other side. What do you mean? Oh, I guess it's not connected to this area. Fuck me then. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Kappa. Hello, Alexa Crusher. You're doing Doom the Dark Ages? I'm gonna watch replay. Hope you enjoy it. I'm playing it because I am bored and I do not want to talk about news yet because it's too early in the fucking morning for that. What time is it? 5:07? Too early in the morning for that.
Tier 5 readings in the South Bay. Incoming.
A Titan has been summoned.
Certainly, I don't jump the gap. No. You have a launcher for that. Whee! Now give me my secret. Give me my secret. My secret is to get another sigil. It's so nice. I love having sigils. Sigils are so great. Yum yum. I can't love it. I love it. I can't stand it. Yum yum. Yum yum yum. Yum. That's a really bad system. But okay. Yeah, you'll be fine. Random music kicking off for no blatant reason. Ah, the secret's all the way over there. Alright, and we'll go down your little fucking hill. The sad fact is that sometimes I don't even see the thing that's hitting me. So far, the projectile enemies are obviously the most annoying enemies in the game. Because just because you are in the range of them doesn't mean you can actually see what they're doing. Although I don't feel like with this machine gun that I'm necessarily not hitting my shots. It's just that some enemies will jump out of my view, and it's whatever. These are not secrets, game. It's not a secret if you tell me where it is.
We need backup! Someone get on that turret!
Boy, I sure do hope somebody gets on that turret. Oh, is it me? I guess I get on the turret.
They're making a final push. Titan advancing.
I blew his arm off.
But he's still coming. But he's still coming. He just keeps coming. He just keeps coming.
Titan down. All remaining enemy targets have been neutralized.
They took the face of the Idol of Sin, and they turned him into a fucking standing Titan enemy.
I will never forgive them for this.
Give me your take later on Sunday. You have to prepare for the day. My take on what? Dark Ages? I haven't fully experienced it yet. I don't have an opinion. Not yet.
They lied to us. And now he has a leash.
The Makers felt a weapon as powerful as the Slayer.
Should be guided.
And you agreed.
He's not one
Of us. They want assurances. And so did I.
Meanwhile, in Hell World,
The beast is tearing through our ranks once again. And still, you continue to be influenced by this outsider. It is not this witch who is forced onto the battlefield against the Slayer.
All the power of hell cowering before one man.
he's not him. For real, that is not him.
Our enemy is divided. The time is now. And the heart of Argent gives us the power to conquer the beast and crush his allies.
The Horde is yours to command. For now, Prince Azaric. I will be informing the High Council of your progress.
They fear him, and And so your dominion over hell is not absolute.
Avoid the Slayer. We should focus on breaking the humans first.
Buck breaking, as they so solely like to call.
And resume our search.
Forehead so big, you can't just play fucking Scrabble on this shit. And not just tic-tac-toe. You gotta play the pop-it version. What did they used to call that shit? What did they used to call that shit? It's like it was a thing you wound up, it had a little fucking timer. And if you didn't finish in time, you fucking piece of food in the air on a spring load. You found all the secrets. You found all the codex entries. You found all the collectible monetizable toys. You found all the skins. You also were able to identify the imp and the shield soldier. And you got the skin for the nightmare for the main gun. You so good at the game. 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 So far as you can tell in Doom timeline, the only loose end would have to be Dr. Hayden as the Seraphim. Would he be the final boss in Doom 7? Tune in 3 to 4 years. Honestly, I don't fucking know anymore. This game's timeline is wibbly fucking wobbly, and I am a player of Path of Exile. I am playing 2 video games at once. Both of them deal with the timeline.
Sire, the demons are now targeting the Sentinel's energy relay. It powers their transdimensional barrier. Yes? It is an energy field which prevents the demons from opening a portal into this world. It doesn't work. What you see now is a result of Sentinel civilians falling under the influence of demons and opening portals for them. A mere leak in the dam, sir. If the barrier were to break...
Warning. Slayer vitals increasing. Slayer, prepped for launch.
It's remarkable how he can survive the power surge.
Yes. We purify his mind and leave only his hatred for the demons.
But his resistance to the Tether's influence is increasing.
A request to the Creed for additional energy reserves has already been made.
Launch the Slayer immediately.
It's like a golden piss beam. They're pissing on the demons!
He's at the drop zone. Deploying weapon pod now.
Whee! Nine secrets in this map. What do I get this time? Ah, the bus shield. Zoom, 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 zoom. Shink!
Press LB to throw the shield saw at a demon. It'll embed himself in the enemy, stunning them for a time, while weaker demons will be sliced in half. Deal damage to metal to trigger a superheated state. Throwing the shield saw at a superheated metal will instantly shatter it. Shattering metal objects will open up paths in the environment. Ah, so it's not just a weapon and a tool for solving the problem that I was having against metal objects, but it is also a exploration tool. You know, I understand that it's the way to go with things, but sometimes the Metroidvania style of area exploration should stay in certain kind of fields of expertise, you know? This is why the mechanics feel so bloated. It's probably half the reason why it feels like it's too high-paced. They don't want you to remember multiple pieces of shit at a time, and sure, they slowly teach it to you. But it's like, bro. You gotta be reasonable. Well, I can't see the enemy who has a superheated metal, bro. Ah, here we go.
Reroute all units to the energy relay.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, there's your frisbee tool. Uh-huh. So, there's something I'm missing here. There's definitely something I'm missing here. That's the only way to get to that. There's a hole there. Yeah, that probably explains that. Yoink. Another one! Oh, bye, Buster. I don't know what explains that, but I don't explain the life token. Small little bullets, so big. Technically fell out of bounds. Now that door's open. This is a pier wall. So if that's a pier wall, how exactly is that meant to be opened then? Because I came from above, so there has to be a way to it. You don't like it when secrets escape my sight. Though I suppose that's a win in their books, isn't it? Technically, it's a secret that I can directly see, but that does not explain my way to get to it. Question mark. Whee! Well, that's an interactive moment. So I need to understand how that is accessed then. It has to have a solution. Is the solution in these rooms? This is the most forward I can see of this. There's something over there that's red. I don't know if it's able to be hit or destroyed. Can't beat out and punch the wall. The way that I got there is I went up here. Some type of button. Because if it's not that I need to break something open using the shield that I just got, I'm not quite sure what it could be. If I jump out the map, I get teleported, so it's not that. It was a symbol to charge it. Oh, Carl, you stupid, stupid bastard. This me moment. I can't collect it, but hey, I figured out how to get to it. And that's what matters, chat. That's what matters. Hell Surge Parry. Raising the shield just before Hell Surge melee attack hits will help you parry the attack. Well, they're properly teaching you how to melee parry now. Otherwise, players would have kept getting surprised off-tempo, like I did. Because it doesn't flash screen until the exact last second, which is some bullshit. Let's continue forward. I want to put my foot up inside an ass.
Habet facilities are under lockdown.
Hello, what are you? Gold, found hidden in the world. Used to buy upgrades at a Shingle Shrine. If you could make it any more Devil May Cry, bro. If you could make it any more Devil May Cry. I'm all alone to find the devil bath. Final home. Tell me the devil bath. Double bed, I'm all alone, just to see the double bed, all alone, just to see you smile, just to see you smile. Obtain a key card for access. Sentinel Shrines. Sentinel Shrines allow you to upgrade your guns, shield, and melee weapons. Find gold, rubies, and wraith stones in the world to purchase the upgrades. You can use the same Sentinel Shrine more than once.
Guns, shield, melee, melee, power gauntlet, finisher, duelist, jolt, encore. Interesting. No, this is locked. Shield. Retaliation. That can be useful. Guns. And Decimary. Go the way of being more protective, or go the way of being more useful. Hey, every 3 shots rounds. That can be very useful. Especially if you're using that. Instantly apply burn to fodder enemies. Fires increase the number of projectiles per shot to make it more deadly. Pin cushion. Dealing enough damage to an enemy, the shredder applies pin cushion. Healing them with a shield through repairing a hell surge will detonate the pin cushion, dealing damage in a wide area. Or ricochet. Shredder projectiles that hit a demon afflicted by shield saw strike 1 additional demon. Honestly, I think the ricochet is probably more important. That'll deal with chaff enemies. You purchase a tier that contains 2 upgrades. You can change which tier is active at any time in the dossier. How nice. So I can choose whichever one I want. How cool. Okay. So now where do you want me to go?
The command room has a key. Mark it on the Slayer's map.
What are these? Power core cells? Right. Ow. Okay. Stone Imp. The Stone Imp can reflect the shield saw with stone skin. It is shoulderable steel charge will cause it to explode. Very nice of you to teach me the enemy. How do you want me to get in there? Uh-huh. I get to die because I did not properly hit my equipment the way I should have. Night and day difference. Okay. I gotta really capitalize on that. And other than that side, which didn't open, I have to assume this is the way forward. Sup, nerds? Boink. Blue key card found. Righteous, righteous. No. So, there is a limitation. I can't clock. Acceptable. The Hell Knights are dangerous and they like to put in my asshole. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. They like to put it deep inside of my back end. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay. And now I need to go to another location, but I know there was a door that was closed up to me that I had to ramble up to and past. He is right over here, and I want to go access it, so I go will. No. Door? No. Okay.
Welcome to research and development. Operation.
Not the same door.
Welcome to research and development. Operations are currently suspended. Warning. Incoming demonic presence.
Ow. This weapon, it can go through overlaid energy shields to create an explosion.
Plasma gun test in progress. Please clear the floor.
So, now I'm down here. So really only large enemies. Uh-huh. And another. That's really only for up close range because it has kick. That's gay. Why did you give this weapon random kick? Giving a gun random fucking recoil kick is so gay. I guess that explains why I wouldn't open up. Nope. Yes, I'm delaying Doom with the controller. Sue me. That's me spamming again. It requires me to be so precise. I need to trust the words. It is a high limit pressure unit. And I'm not treating it like it's one. I'm out. I should have just blocked it. I'm rushing myself. There's me not jumping around and moving out of the way of that bullet. What happened there? That's not my god button, Carl. Certainly do want you to be topped off. Now it's clear. Money. I can buy more upgrades. Okay.
Commander, we need assistance out here.
Everything? Is there another one? Let's assume no. So, got an upgrade for one gun. What's the upgrade for the other gun? Not enough currency. Shooting demon built charge. Accelerator's damage increased at maximum charge. Spread reduced at maximum charge. Rate of fire increased at maximum charge. Releasing RT at maximum charge fires a damaging heat blast that consumes all remaining charges. Demons killed by a heat blast drop accelerator ammunition. I like that they at least start off with a chain, but now you're getting into Symphony of the Night. We have left the terrain of Metroid Prime Castlevania. We have left Metroidvania. We have left RPG upgrade systems and gone into something that desperately wants to play like a resource juggler. Shooting a demon at maximum charge. Supercharge the weapon. Further increase the damage dealt by accelerated charge-based effects. This one cost me something I don't have. Deal enough damage to a demon. Combat shotgun. Apply the burn. This is a way to get back armor in combat. Don't like it. That can help in a group. That's important, and I wish I had that better. Uh-huh. Interesting. That's nice. Too bad that's not the way at the bottom of the upgrade tree. Let's go to combat. Oh, wait, a hallway sequence. At least that slows it down. I keep pressing Y to change my weapon instead of using the actual button. Clearly, you don't want to go through that door. Yeah. Your cutscene's really nice. I don't care. Bum, 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 bum. Pushing more. Pushing the line. Now the question is, how do you want this opened? They really wants you to come from some direction to this door. Not sure I understand this one. Nope. Shield break, no parry. Not sure I understand that one. But 2 hours. I think it's enough. Brain's still discombobulating. I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin. I just need sleep. I haven't gotten enough. Even after sleeping coming back. Goodbye, chat.